This is the Avengers deck I decided to play in the X-Men vs. Avengers in Balance patch, and I'm going to show you why each card is in the deck so that you know how to pilot it at an infinite level. Remember that this deck won't be here for long, so play it while you can. Wasp is in the deck because she synergizes well with Miss Marvel now that you need 2 cards to fulfill her condition, and the Avengers ability activates when you have 3 Avengers on the board at a given location, so she naturally is really good at helping with that. She also goes well with Ant-Man for filling up his location, and becomes practically a 0-2 when played with Captain America, which is just good stats. Ant-Man is in the deck because he's a very efficient 1-drop that goes along well with what the deck is trying to accomplish. He becomes a 1-5 if you fill up his lane, and given all the other buffs we can get from playing cards, like with Hawkeye, Captain America, the Avengers buff, and even Iron Man and Miss Marvel to a certain extent, he definitely finds his place in this deck and felt very good. Almost everything I just said for Ant-Man is also applicable to Hawkeye. He's a very efficient 1-drop that helps in the goal of filling up the lanes by incentivizing you to play in his lane to get the power. Really, the main difference between him and Ant-Man is that you can generally safely play Ant-Man on the final turn of the game, and Hawkeye needs a second turn to develop, so you won't be playing him at the end, but that's okay. Quake is admittedly niche, but really fun in this deck. Most of the time she'll just end up being a good enough play to help you get bodies in a lane for either Ant-Man, Miss Marvel, Captain America, or the Avengers buff, but then you'll have those games where she'll be able to give you a huge advantage over your opponent because you know exactly how and when the game will change dramatically, and your opponent generally has close to no idea. Honestly, Quake felt like the Dark Horse MVP of the deck, and was really good. Scarlet Witch is just a little bit of a lesser version of Quake, simply because of the random element that goes along with her. Quake is super good now because you have full control over the situation, and you don't have that with Scarlet Witch. However, she is still very good sometimes, and notably excels against magic, which is something Quake can't do anything against, so she does find her own valuable place in this deck. Black Widow serves as your tempo 3-cost play in this deck. If you have nothing else to do, play her on 3. And it's not remotely a bad play. She gives you some nice disruption of your opponent and helps you fill a lane. Captain America was actually surprisingly okay in this deck. His ability pairs nicely with our general idea of filling up and winning 2 lanes, and most of the time he helps us secure one of our lanes for a fairly cheap cost. I don't know if the games I had were just crazy, but somehow Captain America felt okay in this deck. Which just feels crazy to say. Alright, let's be honest. You know why Shang-Chi is here. He's the best tech card in the game and has an absolutely insane play rate. Given that he also helps with the Avengers ability, he is a must-include in this deck. Everyone knows how good Shang-Chi is, so I'm moving on to the next card now. Ms. Marvel is very good. For this deck, it is really easy to get 2 cards with different costs down in a lane, because most of the time we're aiming for at least 3. And from that point, she is a 4/14, which is insane. Iron Lad is mostly in the deck to be a tempo 4-drop. He's not exceptionally good all of the time, but he's never bad. And then you have the rare occasions where he hits Iron Man and is absolutely broken. Iron Man is in this list because he goes well with literally everything that we've been doing up until this point. The Avengers buff, Miss Marvel, and to a certain extent Captain America are all things that he can double and generally win a lane for you on 5, and then you can decide if that lane needs a little bit more help or if you can commit everything else to winning somewhere else on 6. Vision is here because he is simply a good utility/tempo 5-drop. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. He more than earns his spot in this deck for his flexibility and power output. Now you know why each card is in this deck and what their place holds. I played 13 games with this deck, which isn't all too many, but I went 10-3 for a 76% win rate at an infinite level, so this deck is definitely good, and has, at least personally for me, outplayed any of the X-Men decks I've experimented with so far. Alright, so... Ooh, okay. We could potentially win Death Snowman with Scarlet Witch. That's really good. Okay. We're probably just gonna Black Widow into Vormir. Oh, that's really good with Shang-Chi, though. I think we still do this because we want the ability to play into Vormir if we so choose to. And I mean, this is so good. Do we just do this now? This is also really good into like a Vision. Vision might show our hand a little bit too much though. I feel like we don't want to play Vision this game. Maybe we just Iron Lad mid. I mean, we hit either a Ms. Marvel or an Iron Man. Even Ant-Man wouldn't be too bad. Okay, Ant-Man, there we go. So we can do something like this. I mean, I'm not sure that's the best play, but... because we want to Shang-Chi Scarlet Witch next turn. Right, so I guess if we do this, then we're free to Shang-Chi Scarlet Witch next turn. Okay. I guess Hawkeye didn't really get too good from that, but we could also like Quake, I guess. I think this is good and this is good too. Like I don't see how this is bad. Oh, they played 2 cards left themselves. They have Scarlet Witch? They might be running an Avengers deck. Ooh, armor. Armor and Mobius. Well, we win mid and right. There we go. Victory. Yeah, easy win. There we go. Alright, let's see. Collapsed mine. Alright. Hala. Interesting. Let's play Hawkeye into Hala. And then we'll play Ant-Man left. We'll play Black Widow mid. They're snapping. Good for them. I'm not super sure why. Now I'm definitely not sure why. I think we can just Iron Lad mid. Be pretty happy with whatever it hits. Shang-Chi, okay. Play Widow's Bite and Shuri. Cool. So, Shuri's gone. But I think Shuri's text reads something about playing it at the location. And then this swaps the location. So I think this is gonna screw them. Well, it didn't double. I mean, from here we can just do something like this and be completely fine, right? If that's Galactus, there's no way. They tried to win off Galactus. No. Actually, if I didn't do the Quake play, they would have been able to win off of Galactus, but I did do the Quake play, so... I don't know why they still tried it after I did Quake, but, yeah, that worked out really well. Really good play from this. Alright, so... interesting. We're probably gonna play Black Widow mid. It seems like a good play. Other than that, not super sure what we're going to do after that, because we don't have much to do yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. At least much to do on 4. Invisible Woman, okay. Can be potentially annoying. Debris, okay. I feel like we want to win there. And then we're gonna play Wasp Right. We should have played Wasp Right earlier to get the buffs, but it's okay. They played Mockingbird. Hey, we tie at least, so that's good. Now, theoretically, this is pretty good, right? Iron Man mid would just, like, super win mid, right? I don't know if we need to win mid by that much. We'll see. Oh, okay, they magic. And Maria Hill. Okay. So, actually, something like this feels very good. I think we're gonna win with this, because Scarlet Witch is gonna surprise them, I think. Maybe they just play something like MODOK left, I don't know. Maybe just an Iron Man left. They're playing something into Invisible Woman, right? So I think we're good. I don't really know what their deck is, though. I've never really seen anything like this, so I'm not completely sure. Okay, Super Giant, doesn't matter. Because we're turning off Limbo. It's the Crochet. And, yeah, there we go. So we'll see what that's gonna be. I don't think it changes anything, though. It's Hazmat. Almost, but we still win. There we go. Scarlet Witch can be really good sometimes. Alright. Let's see what we get here. Wakandan Embassy. Pretty good for Vision. Well, it actually puts Vision into the Shang-Chi range, which isn't great. They play Ant-Man. Cool. Ooh, Lake Hellas mid. Yeah, we don't need to play Wasp yet. This is fine. Play Mysterio down. Alright. So, do we want to directly contest left? I don't really know. Vault. There's an interesting line where we can, like, mess with where Vault is. I'm not sure how good of a line that would be, but we'll see. Patriot, that's annoying. Yeah, something like this feels pretty good, especially if we draw Ant-Man. If we draw Ant-Man, this probably just wins, because we're definitely winning left with Ant-Man. I think Iron Man's gonna end up being the better play left, right, than Vision. Not sure yet. Oh! They didn't play into Vault? Okay. Definitely a little bit interesting. I feel like we're just winning Vault now, right? And oh my god, this play is insane. We're getting so big left. I don't think we're actually going to end up seeing it, but... Oh, we are? Blue Marvel? No way. We're not winning with Blue Marvel.
I am Iron Man.
There's like quite literally no way, right? Yeah. I'm so surprised they stayed. But there we go. This deck has felt very good so far. Quake is an interesting idea, but I feel like we want to wait on Quake. Let's play Iron Man. Let's play Captain America here. Because I think they're going to play mid. They do. Okay. And they're incentivized to play Eve, not to play mid even more. There we go. Because of everything they did there. Hope Summers. So I think Quake is really good here. And actually, if we can turn off New York so they can't even move it out. I mean, even if they move it out, it still gets the buffs though, or the debuffs, because it's Jotunheim. So they probably think they're doing a good thing when they indeed are not. There we go. Mobius. And let the debuffs begin. Okay. So Ms. Marvel mid is an interesting play, admittedly, but I feel like Ms. Marvel right in this specific case is better. I just realized I should have played Scarlet Witch into Elysium. It's okay. I think we just have to go with the game plan now, though. We can't, like... Because I missed the play on 4, we just gotta go with it. I mean, anything we draw, we're pretty happy with, right? I think, yeah. Shang-Chi would be the best, obviously, but that's okay. They are taking a long time to play this. Come on. Okay, there we go. The Reality Stone Jotunheim. Still got all those debuffs though. Scar, okay. Power Stone, alright. So, I mean, a lot of interesting ideas, right? I think... Oh, I can't play Miss Marvel there. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I tried to move Miss Marvel mid. The most interesting of which is this, I think. But I'm not sure it ever actually wins. Let's see, 6, 10, plus 3. It ties, but we want to do more than tie. This is an option. I'm not sure it's the greatest option, but it's an option. Another option would be something along the lines of this, which I don't think wins. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is this, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, they played Shang-Chi left, complete miss. Mockingbird mid, I think that's okay. Did we actually manage to win this? I thought we had lost. Yeah, we actually did.
I am Iron Man.
That's insane. Well, there we go. I guess, honestly, we ended up putting down 9 plus 12, so like 21 power. That's really not bad. Alright, feels like I always start with Scarlet Witch in hand. Right, so not gonna do anything. Dark Dimension, interesting. We could mix things up for them and hide something that they potentially wanted to play, but I don't really see the reasoning for that. That's good for us. Shang-Chi target. We're cool with hiding Ms. Marvel, honestly, so I think we still don't play anything. We play Ms. Marvel mid next turn. Yeah, cool. Ms. Marvel mid is okay. They're hiding something. Iron Man right feels really good. Do we ever want to do this instead? I don't think so. I think Iron Man right is always the best play.
I am Iron Man.
And then I think... Is something like this ever a good play? Depends. Do we think we're gonna have priority? I mean, it looks like probably, right? Maybe this into this and this is better? I don't know. We'll see. They're up by 16 there.
Apocalypse.
Then Wolverine goes there. Dracula, Swarm. Yeah, so unfortunately, gonna end up losing.
I am Iron Man.
Oh! Wait, they left stuff in hand other than Dracula?
Victory.
My deck tracker's in the way. How much did they... I can't see. Because the deck tracker's not going away. Oh, they... Okay, so it was a 50-50. Wow. I'm surprised they were confident in 12 power mid. Alright, so, yeah, Ant-Man into Mojo World is fine. Completely A-okay, because we probably want to build up Mojo World. White Palace, so we give them an Iron Man, they give us a Shang-Chi, okay. So I think there's merit to playing, like, a Scarlet Witch. But normally you want to hang on to her. The only reason I debate it is maybe for, like, just getting her out there. But there's a lot of 4 costs that we can play alongside her on 6, potentially. So I think it's okay. Comertage, okay. Well, we don't really hate any of these locations. However, this hasn't really lined up for us, so you could arguably do that. I think we're just gonna get Scarlet Witch down mid. And that gives us Sinister London, okay. So, I think Iron Lad is our best bet here. they play Elsa. So really interesting. We end up swapping those locations. And then swapping those ones. Okay. And it goes off twice. So, okay. This is where we're at. I think we're gonna play Iron Man. And we hope Iron Man rolls right. Or not right, left. We hope Iron Man rolls left. I was struggling at saying left there.
Iron Man. I am.
So there we go. Yeah, they get their own buffed Iron Man, which is supremely annoying. Right. How big is whatever they play gonna get? We have priority anyway. Doesn't super matter. Right, so I mean, Vision is as big as we can go. Can they go bigger than us? I don't really know. Let's see. Opponent's taking a little bit to play here. I don't really know if you should stay here. I would say probably retreat because I don't think we're gonna win. But it's possible. I just don't think it's likely. Wow, our opponent's taking a long time. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Vision rolls right, which really sucks. Play Shang-Chi. Oh. Okay, that's not enough. Yeah, they thought we were going to play something bigger than 10. We did not. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Death's Domain. We have a pretty easy... I mean, honestly, normally I would suggest saving this, but having Ms. Marvel mid is such a good play that I think it's okay to reveal this early. Get Project Pegasus off of it. We're going to play Iron Man left. We're going to be absolutely amazing here. Oh, or do we Iron Man right? We could actually do something like this. But I'm not sure that that's the best play. I think... I think this is going to prove to be the best potential play for us. Because we still get the native Lear buff from Iron Man. But we're kind of going with what we've already committed for, so I think this is good. There's no way Dakin is ever going to beat this. Just no way. Ms. Marvel goes mid. Yeah, they just retreat. See? There we go. Quake has felt so good in this deck. Quake and Scarlet Witch. The location changing has been amazing so far.